Hey guys, somewhere between like 1 and 15 years ago, I did a couple of videos, parts 1 and 2 of Tell the Tape, I called it. And those were videos about this bullshit. Painter's tape around the rails. And part 1 of that video was, okay, why would somebody do something like this? And what I was doing was, I wanted to see, am I banking balls by feel, as much as I think I am? Or am I using the diamonds more than I think I am? So I put painter's tape on to cover up the diamonds, just as an experiment. What I found out, and I discussed this in part 2 of the Tell of the Tape thing, was no, I'm not really using the diamonds except on certain shots. In fact, if I have a shot like this, I'm not using it. I'm just seeing this angle and such. And that's just experience that comes in to play like that. Now, I have gone through and mapped out a lot of my one rail banks. So I know certain angles that exist and that are really good angles for me. But for the most part, I'm not using them anymore. I was using them when I was learning how to bank, and now I'm not anymore. There are some shots that I missed my diamonds. I really wished I had them back. And they're what I call the extended cross sides and extended cross corners. So extended cross side will be something like this 3-ball cross side, where this end of the banking line is on this rail. In other words, this is an extended cross side. This is a regular cross side. The regular cross side I didn't have any problem with. But the extended ones, I did have a problem because I didn't have any system or really any feel for the shots at all. The only way I had to guesstimate them was using the diamonds. And I couldn't see the diamonds, so that was a problem. I do have a better feel for shots like this now than I did back then. I'm still not as good at the extended shots as I am with, the regular shots. And I can miss for any number of reasons. If I miss this 3, I'm going to just shoot this 3 so it looks right. It looks right. It looks like it's going to go in. And I missed it, but I didn't miss it because I couldn't see any diamonds. I'm to that point where I'm about the same percentage with using the diamonds or not on these extended shots. The extended cross corner is kind of the same way. If I want to put this 3 cross corner, like at this angle, that's an extended cross corner. Again, didn't have really a feel for what looks right over here. All I had was a little guesstimation thing that I would do going off the diamonds. I can't see the diamonds, so I just, okay, what looks right? Now, part of me kind of likes this method. I think it's making me remember better what looks right, and therefore not need the diamonds anymore. I still do. I still miss them. And if I go to a bank pull tournament or whatever, and I have one of these extended shots, I'm going to use the diamonds to at least check my work. What I'm probably going to do is set something up that looks right, and then you go off the diamonds to make sure it's right, or to at least make sure that those two things are in agreement. And that's kind of leading me here to part 3 is, what if they're not? What if they're not? In most situations, I'm going to be able to see diamonds. What if I get on a shot and it looks right? Oh, this looks great. But then I check my work and no, that shot's not going to go in. I'm going to miss. But meanwhile, it looks right. Then I have a conflict. The field player side of myself and the more analytical side of myself, the side of myself that put in all this work mapping out banks and all that stuff, they're going to have a conflict between each other. And I'm not entirely sure who's going to win. I want the field player to win. But I definitely don't want them to still be arguing when I'm up here trying to shoot. I want to be able to see, yep, this looks right, and get the other side of my brain that say, no, that's not going to go in, to shut the hell up is what I want. At least in competition, I absolutely want that to happen. Really did look right. And if I had diamonds, maybe they would have told me, no, Dave, you're going to go a little long. I don't know on that. It really did look right to me. But I can miss for any number of reasons. It doesn't have to be because there are diamonds or no diamonds or whatever. I'm an equal opportunity misser is what I am. But I find that interesting and probably kind of crappy timing because I'm supposed to be practicing for Derby City, and now here I am doing all this analytical shit and what if scenarios and all that. They're still not going to let me put painter's tape on all the tables at Derby City that I play on. So why did I do this again? I just did this again a couple hours ago. Mainly because I wanted to see, do I have a better feel for these extended shots than I used to have? Do I have a better feel for them? And yeah, I do. So this tape's not going to be up here for probably past tonight. And that shot right there, I just hit bad. I just hit that shot bad. And then all bets are off. I could hit a shot bad if there's diamonds or not, right? That one I might have not felt it right, even though it seemed like I did. Maybe I didn't. I honestly don't know. I do find it interesting. And the reason, like I said, I'm making this part 3, which is much shorter than the other 2, is I hadn't thought of it. What if there's a conflict? I've done all this mapping and stuff and proved a certain combination of like 5 diamonds up this way to 2 diamonds up that way goes in that pocket with very good regularity. I know that. I've proved it. But what if I get a shot like that set up and it doesn't look right? I know it's right because I've proved it. But what if it still doesn't look right? What if I have something that's off a little bit from that line and all of a sudden that looks right? But over here has been proven to be right. Over here is just what looks right. Which side gets to win that argument? I want the field side to win that argument. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if I can trust it that much, especially on some of the banks I don't shoot all that often. Like the extended shots, stuff like that. But it's interesting, and I do like messing with shit and all that. That's why I put the tape back on the table, at least for tonight, just to mess with something. All right. Thanks, guys.